Welcome, everybody, and welcome to the Happy Valley Huddle. I am your host, Michael Arrow. Penn State wins today 46-11 as they jump off. They jump all over the Nevada Wolfpack today. Guys, I'll tell you what, this is a different Penn State team from a year ago. I saw a lot of up tempo today with the offense. Drew Aller, definitely you could see he is very comfortable with his wide receivers, especially Pena and Hudson, the two transfers that came in, Pena from Syracuse, Hudson from USC. They really made a difference today. Of course, you had Katron Allen and Nick Singleton. Again, 3 touchdowns between both of them today. Hudson getting another touchdown. This has been this was a really good showing for Penn State. Drew Lar, I mean, he was damn near perfect. 22 of 26 for 216 yards. He had 1 touchdown. QB rating of 167.4 for this game. That's unbelievable for this game. The Penn State defense looked very strong today, and I'll tell you what, that defense, if they play like this, they are going to be hard to beat. And I'll tell you what, I'm not so sold right now on Ohio State. That game today with Ohio State, they had trouble scoring. They really did against Texas, who was the number 1 ranked team in the nation. We're going to get into that too, because what happens now? Does Ohio State jump Penn State and go to number 1? Because they beat the number 1 ranked team in the nation. I wouldn't have a problem with that if they did. Number 1 versus number 3. It was a close game. It was a 7-point game. It was at Ohio State. Arch Manning did not look good at all today. For these people who think that Texas is going to go to the national title game, after watching today, you might have some concerns. And if that's what the Dallas Cowboys are tanking for now, is him, I don't know. I mean, it's only 1 game. I mean, that is very true. It is definitely only 1 game. But to me, guys, watching that game earlier today, that was brutal. That was a brutal game to watch. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on some of the games that have already happened today as we go take a look. As you're looking right now in the it looks like in the 4th with 3 minutes left to go in the game, Georgia is up 45-7 over Marshall. So that is the score there. Number 8, Alabama, they are about to suffer a loss to Florida State right now, as Florida State is up 31-7 right now in the 4th quarter with 7:17 left. Out in Eugene, it is the Oregon Ducks 59-13 over Monroe State. OSU right now is up on Illinois State 14-0. LIU in Florida is going to kick off just a little bit. I'm trying to go down here and see some of the games here today. Iowa State beat South Dakota today 55-7. So they improved to 2-0. It was number 1 Texas falling to Ohio State 14-7. It was Indiana 27-14 over Old Dominion. Syracuse falls in Tennessee 45-26. That's what you can see so far are the scores of college football. So as we go up here and we take a look at some of these other games right now that are in progress. Let's see where they are. All right. I'm trying to find these games here. Sorry about that, guys. I figured I'd try to get you guys some other scores that are still going on here in so you have Duquesne losing to Pittsburgh today, 61-6. Uh, College football's back, everybody. It was Mississippi State over Southern Miss, 34-17. Again, I gave you guys all those scores so far. Let me get out of here and go into this. There we go. Air Force right now on top of Bucknell, 49-10 with about 2 minutes left to go in that one. It is Florida State 31-17. Liberty has jumped out to a 21-7 lead over Maine with about 4 minutes left to go in that one. Arkansas 45-7 over Alabama A&M. Memphis 38-3. 38-3 over Chattanooga, just starting the fourth quarter. Very early in the first quarter right now, Iowa has a 3-0 lead over Albany. Coastal Carolina and Virginia are in the second quarter right now with about 12 minutes left to go in that one. You have a Coastal Carolina is trailing that one 7-0 to Virginia. Again, Oklahoma over Illinois State, 14-0. New Hampshire over North Carolina Central, 3-0. Weber State currently is getting smoked by James Madison, 21-0. Take a look here. I'm going to give you some of the other notables. Starting up in roughly about 7 o'clock. Some of your 7 o'clock games are Charleston Southern against Vandy. South Dakota State against CS Sacramento. Incarnate Word versus Eastern Washington. If you guys have never seen the Eastern Washington field, it's kind of like the reverse of the Boise State field. It's all red. So usually pretty good. Southern Alabama against Morgan State. A little kind of tune-up game here. This one here kind of LIU Brooklyn is taking a trip down to Florida. The point spread in that game is minus 46.5 for the Gators. That's crazy. Kansas State plays North Dakota at 7 o'clock as well. I like this one here. I'm actually going to try to watch some of this game. Once I am done with you fine people at 7:30. LSU and Clemson. I like what I'm seeing with this game. I think it's another primetime matchup for tonight. Also at 7:30, you got New Mexico visiting the Big House up in Michigan as Michigan gets ready to take on New Mexico. Ole Miss and Georgia State play at 7:45. And then you have pretty much your Western games for tonight. BYU is hosting Portland State at 8 o'clock. I'm looking for a couple other good matchups there. SMU and East Texas A&M. I don't know if that's a good one. Idaho and Washington State. Northern Arizona at Arizona State at 10 o'clock. Here's a good one. Cal at Oregon State tonight, 10:30. And, of course, you got Arizona, Hawaii coming in. Colorado State at Washington, and the big one in LA at 11 o'clock tonight, you have UCLA and Utah. I like that game. I might actually stay up and watch that game. Games for tomorrow, guys, just to be on the lookout. 3 o'clock, South Carolina and Virginia Tech visit South Carolina. Notre Dame goes to Miami. That's right, Catholics versus the Convicts. I'll tell you what, it really a good one. And then, of course, TCU at North Carolina. That is your college football schedule for Monday. So, there it is. There's the rest of your scoreboard right now. But let's get into this Penn State game. First and foremost, let me go over here to everybody that's checking in on the message board. I want to thank you guys. Mickey Delaney saying, let's go. Adams EC saying, what's up, Mike? Go Penn State. Hey, that was a good one. Mike Foods, what's going on? Make sure you check out my man Foods on the Patterson Avenue Fanatics on Cole County Entertainment. Mike, you can put when you guys are on, but him, TK, Tom Kelly, great friends of mine. Make sure you check them out. They are always bringing it. And I know Foods is getting real ready for that opener on Monday night. And Foods, if by some reason you are, he said another Penn State blowout, buddy, get in line because there's going to be at least 2 more with FIU coming in next week. And then the following week are Villanova Wildcats take a trip up there. It's not going to be pretty. These are all tune-up games before they go head-to-head with Oregon at the end of this month for the whiteout. Jonas Feather stepping in says, maybe I should start watching college football. Yes, you should, Jonas. Yes, you should, buddy. Again, guys, if just to give us a little what we have here on It's a Wrap Sports, make sure you tune in tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, it looks like it's just going to be me tomorrow for P&M in the AM. Pat's still trying to do his research and everything like that. But I believe Pat will be on TikTok. So you can kind of, if you have your TikTok going there, Pat should be on. I'm probably going to say some stuff on purpose now just to make his butt itch while I'm on the air. But tune in for me tomorrow morning for P&M in the AM. We're going to go over this Penn State win. Again, a look ahead to the Birds and also what the Fighting Phils are doing tonight. So make sure you tune in. Your Sunday mornings will never be the same. Tomorrow night, that's right, tomorrow night, the final word with Matty B. He will have this day in sports history, this day in Philadelphia sports history, along with all the news and happenings of the day. And he's on every Sunday through Thursday at 10 p.m. or following a Fightins final. Speaking of the Fightins final, Matty has got you covered tonight, right after the Phillies game, and also has got you covered tomorrow. So make sure you tune in, especially tomorrow with his Down on the Farm report. He gives you a great overview of what's going on in the Phillies minor league, and nobody breaks it down better than Matty does. Also, every Thursday, Pat Bernard, Steve Fuentes, they take you around the MLS as they cover those Philadelphia Union. That's right, the Philadelphia Union and everything else MLS. Make sure you guys tune into them. And Friday, the wraparound with Pat Bernard. He should be back within the next week or so. If not this Friday, I will be still filling in for him. But until then, I guess you just have to wait and see. But, guys, we also have some new programming. That's right. Actually, what you're watching right now, the Happy Valley Huddle. This is for next week. That's right, next week after FIU. Be right back here with me as we break down that game as well. Also, this Tuesday, September 2nd at 7 p.m., WIP's Kyle Quinn will join Matty B for their 6th season for Birds Blast. Everything breaking down about the Birds. Make sure you tune in to that. And also Wednesday, that's right, this Wednesday night at 7 p.m., it'll be myself, and I'm actually bringing over a good friend of mine for the debut of Props, Locks, and Parlays. No pressure sports betting as we give in. I will be bringing in the one and only Paul Spencer from Out of the Box and them 215 boys. That's right, Paul's a Dallas fan, so I'm going to be bringing Paul on, and we will be talking college football. We will be talking pro football, player props, and just overall. And we want to see what you guys want to do and how you guys are looking and who are some of your player props. So make sure you tune in this Wednesday night. That's right, 7 p.m. It's only going to be for football season, guys. After that, Props, Locks, and Parlays gets put away until next year. So let's get back to that. Oh, one more. Our boy Steve Fuentes will have you covered right after the final whistle goes Thursday night for the Birds Flyby. Make sure you tune in for that. Steve will be more than happy to hopefully be talking about an Eagles win against those Dallas Cowboys. But let's get back to this game today. Drew Allard, like I said, 22 of 26, 216 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. 167.4 QB rating in this game. Katron Allen kind of led the way as far as the ground attack today with 8 rushes for 43 yards. He was averaging 5.4 yards a carry. He had 1 touchdown. His longest run was 11 yards. Kyron Hudson, the new transfer from USC, made himself feel right at home in Happy Valley today with a great, and I mean great, 6 catches for 89 yards, averaging about almost 15 yards a catch with 1 touchdown and his longest for 31. Today, Nate Singleton today also with his rushing, 8 rushes. He had 19 yards, 2.4 yards a carry, but he bagged in 2 touchdowns today. So, again, the ground game for the Penn State Nittany Lions actually hitting 3 touchdowns on the ground today. But I really like the additions of Hudson and Pena. These guys actually are now being able to open up this field for Drew Aller. I mean, today, Aller, to me, the only thing I seen that he did kind of wrong today, he was kind of getting happy feet a little bit. And you can't really do that when you get up against a good team like Ohio State, which they have to go to Columbus. And for them to pull off that upset this year, it's going to have to be something really, really good. So, Jonas checking back in, says, go Birds. Yep, definitely go Birds, Jonas. But, I mean, for me, honestly, this game today was a nice little test. And I'll tell you what, that Nevada team, they were pretty feisty. They didn't get in the end zone a lot. They kind of had some self-inflicted wounds leading in this game. I mean, they turned the ball over twice in their first 2 drives, turned it over. So, but I'll tell you what, they were able to come after. They were coming after Allard a little bit today, and they're going to have to work some things up. Like I said, they get FIU next week, and then the week after that they get Villanova. So they're going to have time to get things right for this Penn State football team. So for me, honestly, it was a nice little step. I want to see them take another progression going forward. And once I see them do that, I think everything will be just fine going forward. So, guys, with that being said, I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. Again, Penn State wins 46-11 today. Basically, they just really kind of set their tone early. And I'll tell you what, for me, it was something that it would definitely their defense really set the tone. And I kind of like the new defensive coordinator. And I would like to see them. I saw Penn State blitz a little more today than I thought I would see them blitz. And, it was really cool to see. It was really good to see. It's refreshing. They're not just sitting back, man. They're attacking. So, again, I would love to see more of this going forward, and I think we will. And, again, Penn State wins 46-11. They go 1-0. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Wanted to get this initial show out of the way. If you guys have any questions about this going, if you have any questions or comments, again, did go over the thing for you here. And this is for us next week. This is it. The Penn State post game. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Again, I will be on 9:00 tomorrow morning with hopefully with Al, if Al can make it. I know he's said he might have some family stuff to do, so if he can't make it, I understand. But you guys will have me. We will be going over the Philly stuff, this Penn State game as well. And, of course, looking ahead now to the Eagles, they've made some pickups over the last week. Trevor Keegan, which I love Trevor Keegan, now a Dallas Cowboy. And also, I believe Tristan McAuliffe was also claimed off of waivers as well. So Eagles lose 2 from the nest from a year ago. They tried to get them through waivers. It just didn't work. And so we'll be going over all that and more tomorrow on the P&M and the AM. But, guys, until then, I'm sorry. Until then, again, make sure you tune in. Matty B will have the Fightings final after this tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I've been in a little bit of a fog for a minute here, and I just want to apologize. I'm kind of trying to do 2 things at once here. Yeah, make sure you tune in tonight. Right after the final pitch with the Phillies, Matty B will have you covered with the Fightings final tonight as they try to finish out this series with the Atlanta Braves. Kind of got a little bit of good news. I'll give you an update right now in the ninth inning right now. It is the Marlins 9, the Mets 8 in the top of the ninth. So let's see if the Marlins can hold on. All right. I am Mike Laro, guys. Penn State wins again one more time, 46-11. We will get ready to see you guys next week when they play FIU. So I will see you guys then for Penn State football. If not, see you in the morning for P&M and the AM. Y'all have a good night.